What happens when my sibling has cancer? Hi, my name is Mia, and this is Stuart. Stuart feels better when he knows what's going to happen every day. Actually, everyone feels better when they know what's going to happen, even grown-ups. Most of the time, we do the same things in the morning. We wake up, Stuart. We eat breakfast. I like apples. Stuart only eats bugs. Apples are no problem, but sorry, Stuart, we're fresh out of bugs. Usually our nights are the same way too. We brush our teeth. Open your mouth, Stuart. We put on our jammies and we go to bed. Every day ends with sleep. Good night, Stuart. But our days can be different. Some days we go to school, and some days are the weekend. Play date, yay! When something big changes, what we do each day can change too. Stuart wants to know what happens to our days when our brother or sister has cancer. But he doesn't really understand what cancer is. Do you? Cancer is sort of like a sickness, but you can't catch it like you can catch a cold. Here's how it works. Every living thing is made up of tiny little guys called cells. Trees are made of cells. Little girls are made of cells. Cats are too. And carrots. But Stuart is not made up of cells. He's just made up of fabric. Cells are like blocks, but they put themselves together. One really cool thing about cells is that one cell can turn itself into two cells anytime at once. Whoa, right? I'm lonely. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yay! That means cells can build and build and build. It's like building with Legos, and it never runs out of blocks. Imagine the tower you could build. Every cell has a job. Together, they build body parts, then tell them how to work. They make hearts pump, legs walk, lungs breathe, and so much more. Cells are very polite. They give each other space to work, and they stop making new cells when they have enough to do a job. Hi, we are skin cells, and we are blood cells, and we are heart cells. But sometimes a broken cell gets made, and it looks weird, acts weird, and doesn't know what its job is. The only thing it remembers how to do is make more cells. Nobody causes this cell to break. It wasn't anything the person ate or did wrong. Sometimes cells just break. And one or two broken cells is no big deal because our healthy cells can get rid of them. But sometimes healthy cells don't always see the broken cells. Work, work, work. Broken cell. He doesn't know what his job is. And broken cells keep making more and more broken cells, faster and faster. Before long, it's a huge mess. And this huge mess of broken cells is called cancer. Broken cells, big broken cells, and it's cancer. Every time imagine if you were drawing and someone kept pushing your hand and scribbling all over your paper. It would be pretty hard to finish your drawing, wouldn't it? That's what cancer is like. Cancer makes it really hard for healthy cells to do their job. Pretty soon, the body part that has cancer stops working right. Not cool, cancer. When our healthy cells get crowded by cancer, they aren't able to do their job. And if they can't do their job, our bodies might not work right. So when someone finds cancer in their body, they definitely want to get it out. But how do we get cancer out? To get cancer out, sometimes a doctor will give someone surgery. This means the doctor will make a person go to sleep in the hospital, then carefully take out the broken cells. The person doesn't feel anything. This might mean the person isn't home for a few days because they're in the hospital. Doctors can also give the person medicine called chemo or chemotherapy. The chemo medicine gets rid of cancer, but it also does some not very fun things. One thing it does is kind of weird and maybe funny, but also sad. It can make a person's hair fall out so they are totally bald until they are done with chemo. It also makes the person feel tired or sick for a long time so they can't run or jump or play like they used to. Sometimes the doctors use a big machine to zap the cells with heat ray called radiation, and they all go away. To get radiation, the person lays on the table while a machine sends out rays. The person will go to the doctor for radiation every day except for on weekends for many weeks. Radiation doesn't hurt, but the person's skin might turn red like a sunburn, and they also might get really tired. Both of these things go away pretty quick after radiation is over. Oh well, it won't last forever. To get chemo, the person goes to a doctor's appointment and sits in a chair for a few hours while the medicine goes in their body. Sometimes they go every week, and sometimes they go every few weeks. Sometimes they might have to stay overnight at a hospital. A grown-up will go with them. Either way, they usually do chemo for months. All this makes Stuart a little nervous. He wants to know, what about me? What's going to happen? If your sibling gets chemo medicine, there are some days where it doesn't bother them very much, and you can play quiet games and do crafts, or if they feel like they can run and play, there is a lot of activities to look forward to. But other days, your brother or sister's body might hurt or feel tired. On those days, they might need to do a quiet activity like watch a movie, or they might just need to sleep. Sometimes it's scary. You are used to seeing them strong and active. Chemo makes their body feel weak, but they are still the same person. And inside, they are still strong. They're just tired. When a brother or sister gets cancer, everyone in the family has very big feelings. It means that your parents are sad and cry sometimes, or they might get mad easier than they're used to. Lots of things are different after cancer, like your parents might be a little extra busy with doctor's appointments or trips to the hospital. Your house might feel a little extra noisy because there's people there to help, or quiet because your sibling is sleeping or at the hospital. Maybe your sibling is acting a little different because they are tired and or have big feelings. Maybe you are acting a little different too. Your family might be extra careful about germs. People with cancer can get sick easily. Big changes like these can make you feel lonely. Feeling lonely is normal. You might feel lots of big feelings. You might feel jealous of your brother or sister for getting more attention. Then you might feel bad for feeling that way. You might feel scared or angry or sad or confused. All of these feelings are okay. It's okay to be happy too. It's okay to laugh, even when things are hard. You know what else is okay? Missing how things used to be. This won't last forever, and there's a lot of ways to feel better, like talking about it, going to a quiet space, playing music, being with an animal, being in nature, blowing a pinwheel, journaling, color or draw something, read, do jumping jacks, play with some Play-Doh or slime, bubbles, or take a nap. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do to make cancer go away yourself. You didn't make it happen. That's impossible. And you can't stop it either. That's frustrating. But there are some ways that you can help your little brother or sister, like reading a book to them or making them laugh, play a game with them, listen to music, or getting them a snack. Some people have cancer that will go away forever. And some people have cancer that goes away for a while and then comes back. All the changes that come with cancer definitely aren't fun, but when you know what to expect, they aren't scary either. And there are lots of things to celebrate. Your family is learning how to do hard things together. Every time your brother or sister finishes chemo or radiation or comes home from the hospital, your family should definitely celebrate. And of course, if cancer goes away, all the cells are doing their job and the body is healthy again. And you know what that means? A healthy body can run and jump and swim and play again and grow new hair. Stuart feels a lot better now that he knows what to expect. Even though our days are different, it can help us plan out our week together so we know what's going to happen next. We can give ourselves activities to look forward to, like making crafts or watching a movie or going to a friend's house to play. And remember, your family loves you so much. You are a very important person to them. It's important to share your worries and feelings with a grown-up. All these changes can be hard. By planning special time together, you have a time you know it's okay to talk about your feelings. We can do hard things together. And don't forget, Stuart, even the biggest feelings don't last forever.